Hey guys, welcome back. Something different for today's episode. It's not about a car or anything we've done recently. It's about some equipment. So if you're, I would love for you to stick around and watch this one if that's something you're into. And if you're a weekend detailer or even any sort of detailer, this might be something that you want to stick around for and just check out just in regards to a new polishing tool board. So stick around and I'll try my best to tell you about this new machine. Cheers. Okay guys, so recently I was toying with the idea. I've been watching a few videos on cordless polishers. I probably didn't look at as many videos or reviews as I should have. I was in Melbourne recently at Motorex, and I held the Flex and the Milwaukee cordless polishers, and I thought ergonomically they were quite good. And just to go back, obviously I've been using the Roops machines since I've started. I've got, this is the LHR 15, this is the Mark III. I think I've got an LHR 21, like one of the first series. I've got a Mille as well. Predominantly my machines have been Roops and they're all corded. I've got a corded rotary as well. I've been using my 80, my little PXE 80. I've just left it on the shelf, I might grab it in a sec, instead of the LHR 75. And I like the efficiency of not having cords. I like being able to just grab it, not having to change, or not having two cords plugged in. So I thought I could achieve maybe the same thing with the bigger machine. And playing with this is actually the XFE 15. This isn't the forced rotation one, this is like the free spinning one. So I played with it for a short period of time at Motorex, and I just thought it'd be something I could add. And I was hoping to use this to sort of take place of my corded machine, as in terms of paint correction, and my everyday machine. I use the LHR 15 every day, so I was hoping this was going to be it was going to take over that. I'm sort of get annoyed having to change brushes on this machine all the time, so I thought this might be an alternative. So end of financial year, I bought it. Sydney Tools had a redemption, so I ended up getting a cordless drill with it as well, which is good. I bought the pack, which comes with 2 batteries, the charger, and I bought an extra battery too. So I thought, because I was going to really be using it, I thought it'd be handy to have 3 batteries and an extra charger, which I got with the cordless as well. So I thought I'd always have power there, even though they reckon that the battery will charge by the time the other one ends. I've just found with the 80 now that it's getting a bit older, if you used it flat out, once the battery dies, the next one won't be ready at the end of the life of that one. So you sort of have to hang around a bit, but it's not very often you find yourself having to use the 80 flat stick. You're not using it in between. Well, I do anyway. So the machine is great. Like it's a great machine. It's obviously if you've had a look or you've already looked at some reviews on this machine, then you'll know that it's built well. Battery wise, it's fine. I find it's obviously a bit heavy because you've got the battery on it now as well, and it's probably is not as balanced. If you're trying to use it the same way you use your corded, you've got to obviously hold the end, whereas, not that you do, but if you really wanted to use the cordless, you can almost just sit the machine on there and it's quite balanced. You just have to lift up the end of it and it will sit nice, whereas this one here, you've got to it will do that, but you need to hold that, so you're carrying that weight of the battery on your arms. So I was happy to live with that. The only thing I can't live with this machine is it just doesn't have the power that I was hoping for compared to the corded machine. So having this on full power, which is the 6, and claimed 6 is 7,600 a minute. That sort of, in respect, if you're using a corded now, I feel that this on full power is almost like my corded machine on like 2 or 3. So I'll normally run the corded at about 4.5. Is an ideal for when we're doing a proper correction. So you want some cut in there. And this one just, it just doesn't have that. It just doesn't have those balls. So I was quite disappointed to be honest, because I really wanted it to be, sort of a straight swap and get straight into it and not have the cords. In saying that, I think I can utilise it in terms of maybe finishing. I might have my son start, working with me on the holidays, and that it might be a good machine for him to go behind if you're doing a cut and you just want some some finishing done behind you. That it might be good for that sort of stuff. So it's also good when I travel. You're not always doing corrections when you travel. If you're going to a show, you just need some light stuff. It's perfect for that. So, but it's a big investment if you're thinking of using this machine and not having cordless. You might want to try both and make sure if you're starting, just really find someone that you can use both machines and get a good understanding of what, how much power they've got and I suppose how you're going to use it as well, because I probably, once I bought this machine, I went back and I thought I'm just going to check a few different reviews and see if anyone's having the same sort of drama or having the same thoughts as I am. And lo and behold, once I started deeping a bit more, a lot of details were saying, it just doesn't have the ball. So, you live and learn, but I'll still probably end up using it for a purpose, utilising it somewhere in with all the machines I've got. I just thought I'd let if you guys wanted to know what my thoughts are for this machine, and I love everything about it, except for the most important bit, which is it just doesn't have that power that I was hoping for. So the pad's good, it's a good machine, but just for what I was hoping to use it for, it's just not quite there. So I'm hoping maybe this is the first one. Maybe if they do another one, they'll sort of increase that sort of power and eventually get there. But I just don't think we're for going fully cordless. I just think for detailers correcting every day and on a machine every day, I don't think this machine is good. It's probably good for a weekend sort of guy, someone wanting to have a bit of a play and not full correction, but just maintaining the polish or the finish on your car. This is good for that. But I just don't think it's not right for me anyway. I just want to give my opinion on it's not right for me. It could be right for someone else, but I must admit I've only just done the one vehicle with it for a 300 series that we did it for paint protection, but it wasn't. I really wanted to just change back to the 15 after my first couple of passes. I thought, no, I'm going to stick out. I'm going to do the whole vehicle, and then I'll see how the batteries go. I managed to get around probably half the vehicle. Maybe a third of it's a 300 series, so it's pretty decent. So probably a third of the vehicle on one battery. And the battery sort of just, it's pretty consistent, and then it'll just sort of drop off on probably that last sort of pass that you're doing, which is fine, like I expected that, so in regards to that, it was fine, but So I don't know if that's of any interest to anyone watching the channel. I wasn't planning on doing reviews. But I just think, you know, if you're a detailer and you wanted to know a bit more, some real life comparisons, I don't know, you know, from the reviews I got, I thought it was going to be a lot better. So that's just my understanding of the machine, and just speaking a few messages back and forth the last couple of days, a lot of guys have the same opinion. So yeah, hope that was helpful to anyone thinking about buying a machine. But if you are buying a machine, the best thing to do is speak to some of the suppliers. You know, trade shows are good. I was at Motorex, so I got to play with this one at Motorex. Flex had a stand. Milwaukee had a stand, but you couldn't use the machine. But in saying that, they were happy to send someone out to the workshop so I could try the machine as well. I didn't do that. The only reason why I didn't go down the Milwaukee route is this has a 15mm throw, and the Milwaukee has a 21, and I didn't want a 21 throw for the cordless. I just think that's probably a bit too aggressive. And again, like I was trying to take the place of my Roops 15, so or else I would have got someone in from Milwaukee and tried that machine. I may still do that down the track, but yeah, like I said, I'm not really after that throw. So yeah, like I said, go to some trade shows and try the machine, see if you can speak to the suppliers, and you know, have some real life, you know, interaction with the machine before you purchase. So hope that was helpful. If you want to see some more stuff and some more reviews on different items, different polishes, tools, products, just yeah, make a note of it down in the comments. If you like the channel, you know, throw us a like, subscribe, and stay tuned, and we'll try and bring you some more like this as well in the future. Thanks guys, cheers.